Hello and welcome to today's Monday update. This weekend was joyfully busy with all kinds of ministry. You may have noticed that the footprints in the narthex at both campuses are growing. More and more people are going, helping us to reach our goal of 2022 gospel witnesses. Some of the youth in our congregation this weekend, they served as gospel witnesses by helping to provide meals for our neighbors through our community kitchen. We also had an informational meeting about our South Africa mission trip that's scheduled for summer of 2022. There was a great turnout, lots of interest in that. So thanks to all of you, thanks to everyone who helped make such a successful weekend of ministry happen. Now, yesterday in the sermon, we thought about how Jesus sends us to be witnesses in Jerusalem. In the book of Acts, Jesus tells his followers that the first place they're going to be witnesses is in Jerusalem. And by this, Jesus means the actual city of Jerusalem. He tells them that that's the first place they're going to go and be witnesses. And we hear how this plays out in the narrative of the book of Acts. Acts chapter 1, verse 12, we hear this. Then they returned to Jerusalem from the mount called Olivet, which is near Jerusalem, a Sabbath day's journey away. So after this, the disciples go and they choose Matthias as a disciple to replace Judas. We also hear that they celebrate Pentecost when the Holy Spirit is poured out on them. That all happens in Jerusalem. So in the book of Acts, Jerusalem means the actual city of Jerusalem. But for our purposes, for the fall sermon series, for the rest of the year, we're going to be thinking about and talking about Jerusalem in a slightly different way. We are going to talk about Jerusalem as right where you are. That is the case for the disciples, right? It was right where they were. It was the closest place for them. And so when we think about Jerusalem, we're going to think about the closest places for us. What are the relationships? What are the places, the connections that are closest, nearest to us, the ones that we frequent most often in our days? Now, switching gears a little bit, I have an update for you about our Associate Pastor Call Committee. Dan Leffert is doing a wonderful job serving as chair of this call committee, providing great leadership for it. I've been working closely with that team as well. The team has met twice now. They've put together a position description. They've shared that position description with the Michigan District. We've also received a call list. In case you don't know what that means, a call list is a list of pastors that the district has given to us to interview. We'll take this list, we'll prayerfully narrow it down to the pastors that best fit the needs of this associate pastor position, the pastors that best fit our congregation, St. Luke. We'll then set up a Zoom call with a handful of those pastors on the call list. Now, there's two things that I would ask for you to do. As members of St. Luke, first, I would encourage you, invite you, applaud you as you have been praying through this process. I know you've been praying through the process. Let me invite you to continue to do that. There's lots of steps involved in it, but over it all, the Spirit is at work providing pastors for the church. The Spirit's at work in and through our praying through this process. Secondly, there is a way that you are able to nominate potential pastors to be considered for this call list. Those have to be LCMS pastors. And there's a way, though, that you can offer up, if you know a pastor in the LCMS that you think might be a good fit to serve at St. Luke, there is a way you can do that. So feel free, send me a note, and I can help you with that nomination process. Well, thanks for watching this Monday update, and thanks to you. Let me encourage you as you go to live out and to know the peace and the power of the cross.